Been a couple of A-plus roommates. I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that?
We're literally out to milk.
And that theater troupe.
Hey, down up. Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal. Mom, Dad, my new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Talk to State Farm agent Margie Gray or Bill Thompson in Indiana for everything from renter's insurance to banking.
Hi everyone, I'm Carly Krouse of the Indiana Gazette, and welcome to another edition of our high school football preview show. This week we're reporting from Marion Center High School, home of the Stingers. It's hard to think we're already in week 7 of the high school football season, but things are really starting to heat up in the area. Marion Center plays host to Purchase Line on Friday night, with both teams looking to end their losing streaks. The Stingers have lost 5 straight after winning their season opener. Marion Center's Zach Edwards is 4th in the area with 568 rushing yards. But the Stingers' defense is last in the conference in total defense, allowing 358 yards per game. They're coming off a 55-0 loss to Penns Manor. Purchase Line has lost 2 straight and needs a win to have any hope for the district playoffs. Quarterback Shamar Campbell leads the area in scoring with 18 touchdowns. He's rushed for 826 yards and passed for 437. The Red Dragons' defense has allowed just 123.2 rushing yards per game. Homer Center plays at United this week with the hopes of staying in playoff contention. The surging Wildcats have won 3 straight by large margins and seem to be getting stronger every week. Running back Jesse Lee has rushed for 668 yards and 14 touchdowns to lead the offense. United beat Salzburg last week to snap a 31-game losing streak in Heritage Conference play. The Lions shut out the Trojans in the second half and need to keep the momentum going against a tough Homer Center front. United's Brent Mack is the area's leading rusher with 847 yards. Unbeaten Penns Manor travels to Blairsville to take on the 1-5 Bobcats. The Comets moved up to number 8 in the state rankings this week and have still only allowed 7 points this season. Bailey Muma, Beck Branton, and Nathan Dumm have all rushed for more than 300 yards. Penns Manor will try to get the job done this week and stay healthy with a big matchup looming in Week 8 against 6-0 Ligonier Valley. The Bobcats, on the other hand, have lost 4 in a row and have a tough task ahead of them. Blairsville is last in the area in rushing defense, allowing 269.3 yards per game on the ground. Ligonier Valley visits Salzburg on Friday to clash with the 1-5 Trojans. The undefeated Rams sit atop the District 6 Class AA rankings after a battle last week against Huntingdon. Ligonier Valley quarterback Colin Smith will undoubtedly throw the ball against a Salzburg team that is second to last in the conference in passing defense. Freshman receiver Aaron Totino leads the area with 24 receptions and 433 yards. Salzburg suffered a setback last week against United. The Trojans have lost 3 straight, including a forfeit 2 weeks ago due to a lack of healthy players. They're averaging just 12 points per game. In other action, Northern Cambria welcomes Elk County Catholic in a tough non-conference game. The Colts have won 4 straight after losing their first 2 games and are trying to stay in contention for a playoff spot. They might have a hard time against the unbeaten Crusaders, but have managed to scratch through for a few wins already this season. Elsewhere, Indiana faces its first in a line of must-win situations if it wants to make the WPIAL playoffs. The Indians have won 2 straight games following an 0-4 start, and they take on 3-3 Gateway in the final game of a 4-game stretch at home. Indiana trails Gateway and Knock, next week's opponent, by 1 game in the standings. The Indians are sitting in 7th place and need to move up at least 2 spots to get a playoff berth. Apollo Ridge got a big boost last week with the return of running back Dwayne Brown, who rushed for more than 200 yards and scored 3 touchdowns following a 3-week absence due to a concussion. The 3-3 Vikings are looking for their 3rd straight win in their playoff push out of the WPIAL Allegheny Conference when they play at winless Summit Academy on Saturday. West Shamokin is still looking for its first win in the Allegheny Conference. At 1-5 overall, the Wolves play host to 2-4 Shady Side Academy. Derry is coming off its biggest win in recent years. The 3-3 Trojans knocked off once-beaten McGuffey last week, and this week they take on a 1-win Brownsville team in their drive to make the WPIAL playoffs out of the Interstate Conference. Punxsutawney needs a win over once-beaten St. Mary's to get back into the District 6-9 playoff race. The 3-3 Chucks sit in 5th place in the rankings, with the top 4 teams making it to the postseason. Make sure to check out Saturday's paper for full coverage from Friday's games, And watch live scoring updates on Friday nights at IndianaGazette.com. We hope to see you next week for another edition of our preview show.